Good morning vlog. Today is November. Wow, we're in December 2nd. And right now it's 8:57. Wow, I'm really messing up today. Too early for this. Yeah, so it's 8:57 right now in the AM. Right now I'm getting the guys coffee and some butter rolls to start our morning. They're already at the work site. I mean, I was already at the work site too. I just need to step out and go back to the office, home, to get the phone number for our client. So we had previously done a drainage extension. So pretty much our client had a gutter and had a downspout that which connected right to the home, and the water just went out through there. But he wanted to extend it. He wanted us to go down a little deeper and have a little PVC pipe or tube, I guess it's plastic, buried underneath and extended all the way down the hill, a little bit away from the house, so it wouldn't cause any erosion around the plants, wouldn't take away any of the mulch from the garden bed that's right next to the house where the downspout is. So anyways, we did that 2 years ago, and recently, recently we had a bunch of rain. Since the last vlog, actually, there was a bunch of rain. So there was a bunch of water going through that area, and our client calls us later that day after I finished everything, saying that, hey, we need your help. There's a big sinkhole by our house where you made that extension for the downspout. So my dad gets there, he sees it. The client says, hey, I think it's because you didn't put any PVC sealants around, which is pretty, I don't know if I have, yeah, which is pretty much this. This is the primer that goes on first around the PVC. And then you put the cement around it to seal it so it's tight. So we never put it on. We usually don't put it on because you don't need it. Because PVC pipes connect really tight on its own, and besides just carrying water, and since it's underground, it won't freeze at that depth. So there's really no need to put any PVC sealant on it. But regardless, at the moment, my dad couldn't say anything besides, you know what, we're gonna fix it. We're gonna remove the old PVC, put in new ones, and fill up the existing sinkhole with gravel. And then, so we did that today's the next day. We did that, and before we finish topping off with gravel, there's a little section that we didn't cover yet. So my dad decides to start digging because he's like, I don't think it's the pipe. I didn't think it was the pipe either. I told my dad that as soon as he told me, I was like, it's definitely not the pipe. Probably like an old rod tree or something in there that's caught, or like some other existing hole that was in there before us. But we have no proof, so we just gotta check it out. So my dad decided, you know what, gotta dig. He decided to dig a little deeper, like 3 feet deeper. Well, the sinkhole's actually pretty huge already. He could kind of, his whole, like he was up to his chest level, that hole. So he decided to dig a little deeper, like 2 or 3 feet. And then finally he finds shingles. Shingles is that material that you put on the roof so people don't like slip, so you can actually go up there. So we find shingles in there, and we're thinking, oh, thank goodness, we have proof. We have proof that it's not us. I'll probably insert it right now. Okay, we're back. Okay, we're back, and right now I went back to the office, called the client, let him know what's going on. I actually tried ringing on the doorbell, but he wasn't picking up. It was pretty early. It was like 8:20 in the morning. But yeah, so we called him. He was waking up when we called him. I mean, he has dogs that were barking, but when we rang the doorbell, but he still didn't want to answer the door regardless. So I'm happy because we were going to do the work for free if it really was our fault, because we had no way to prove it. I mean, customer satisfaction is our goal all the time. Customer satisfaction, you know, customer's number one. But this time we have proof that there was something other than the previous project that we did. So someone must have remodeled the house a while ago and torn down the shingles, torn down the wood, and instead of taking it to a proper dump site and getting rid of it, which would have been easier in my opinion, because they would have had to like dump everything in that one area, and then like once it's all leveled and stuff, probably has like a bunch of nails and stuff too in there. then have to go back with dirt filler and then cover everything on the hill. It's on a hill, by the way, so they dumped everything on this side, and then they had to go even higher to go fill it up and then spread it out again. So I don't know why I decided to do that. But anyways, that's more work for us now because I mean, the sinkhole's gonna keep happening if there's still debris in the ground. That the debris, that's the shingles and the wood, they're gonna keep rotting away, and the more they rot away, the deeper, the more of a hole there's gonna be, which means more dirt from the top level is gonna sink down into that hole to fill it up. So more, even if we do fix that pipe, that pipe ain't gonna do shit. It's gonna break again. It broke, by the way, but yeah, there's no way it could have been us at that point. I mean, if you just take earth science or basic, any basic class like on erosion, that's pretty much a simple case of, you know, like a man-made sinkhole. But we'll be more than glad to fix it. We just have to rent a big-ass excavator and pretty much scrape everything. It's a big, there's a garden, and it's by the house, and then there's another like island garden that we're gonna have to fix. So after that, we're gonna have to scrape everything up, destroy it, take out the plants, whatever's in there, and just keep digging until we find everything, which is gonna be a big ass job. And I'm so happy because it's not my fault. Facts, man, facts over feelings. But anyways, the client's number one, but in this case, we found something else to further assist him by finding the real root of the problem, you know. So that's it. Okay, I'll update you. I'll put up a picture or something. I'll see you in a bit. If only this was a better angle, but I guess we'll have to work with it. So I got the coffees. I don't know if you can see it. Not so much. Well, they're there. I got the coffees, butter rolls too, because we're New Yorkers. I mean, a more New Yorker thing would have been what? A sausage, egg, and no, bacon, egg, and cheese. I mean, bodega man, that'd be the New Yorkers thing to do. Dang it, now I gotta reposition this again. Snaps. Okay, we're gonna have to work with that. Sorry, it's a little tilted. But yeah. So I forgot. What are we gonna do when we? What are the options now? That there's a sinkhole there. There's debris in there. I mentioned that we were gonna have to, you know, dig deeper, dig everything out, and, you know, get rid of all the debris properly. That's gonna be expensive, as you can tell. We're gonna have to rent an excavator, or the other option would be just forget about it, just cover it up with gravel. But that's a terrible long-term solution. Why? Because the water's gonna keep eroding underneath. The water's gonna keep eroding all that dirt, all that debris is gonna keep breaking down, and more dirt's gonna keep falling in over time. We can keep covering up with gravel every time, but that means we can't leave that extension from the downspout there anymore. Why? Because it's gonna keep breaking. Because the dirt that's on top is gonna keep putting pressure on it, pulling it down, and it's gonna break. Even if we do put that PVC cement in there. So now what? What's the moves? I mean, that's the only real option, unless you just want to forget about that downspout, which is probably fine. You can put it somewhere else, but the odds are that material, I mean, it's not just in that one area. It's probably that whole section, that whole half of the house. The whole side of the house probably has that. So, I mean, I'm curious to see what he says. I'm curious to see what he goes with, because I want work. That'd be a great job to do not during the winter, but during this coldish kind of time, because we don't need men, we just need machines, and we'll be busy for like a good while with that. With that good work. Fuck. Damn it, the coffees. Okay. Yeah. So I hope we get that big job. I hope we get something like that done. I hope he goes with that option. I hope he doesn't cheap out. He's a retired older gentleman, so either has money saved up for events like this, or he just doesn't want to deal with it. But if he, I mean, everyone right now is trying to sell their house. Most of our clients have said, hey, I want to sell the house, I want to sell my house, I want to sell my house one day. If you're gonna sell that house, that's you want to keep maintaining, at least make it look nice. And a big ass sinkhole by the side of your house is not a good look, especially when it it stays there and he has to explain why it's there, then you know that value goes down a lot. I don't know how much a job like that would cost. My guesstimation, since I mean I haven't usually worked with the machines like that. I know they cost, some of them cost, the cheapest costs like $250 a day. An excavator machine, but that's not even a big one. That's a basic level one. That's like what, an 8-ton one with the 304, I think. But yeah, I've never worked making estimates with that. My dad usually don't come up with the numbers, but I don't know what kind of machine we would need. I don't know if we would need the bigger one, and if we do need a bigger one, it's worth, we're doing the job for a little cheap, not a little cheap, but a little longer, maybe lowering the price a little bit, so we can get that job, use that money as a down payment for an excavator, because we were thinking about getting one next year, an excavator. I go, yeah, 304. It would take a little longer with the 304, but that'd be probably what we need. That's something we need for future jobs too. So it's not just for one. We'll probably take an L, not even an L. Probably just take longer to finish this job. But I mean, it's the winter time. We don't have that much work anyways. It's slowing down. It's usually construction people, landscaping people, and masonry people have that issue all the time. I wonder what. I mean, I work in demo sometimes. Today, oh gosh, no. Looks like he just wants to. I'm here at the job site. I'll update you with what the plan was. Okay, I'll see y'all in a bit. Well, I mean, I know you can't see me, and if I turn on the light, any light inside, it's not gonna help. Maybe this thing's fine. Does that help a little bit? Maybe a tad. But anyways, so I'm waiting outside Merlin's house. Merlin's my cousin, and we're gonna meet up a boy Stanley at the gym. Finally, I have my gym buddy back. Well, not really. Franklin was my gym buddy, but he's doing his own thing right now. In the meantime, I finally got into that phase in my gym life to where I have a mentee, a student, an apprentice. Everyone, you know, goes through that one day. You have your gym buddy, your gym friend, mentee, and then your nemesis. Speaking of which, here he is.
I have a mask in the back car. Give me a second.
There he is. It's my pupil. Clearly we have a lot to work on, but that's okay. But that's okay, because that means we have a lot of improvement. So, I mean, I want him to get healthy. He's healthy as always. So, no, today's our first day. I'm introducing to my sets. Today's chest and triceps. I was gonna do legs, but I think it'd be too much to put it on him at once because he hasn't gone in a while. So, I don't know if I want to do that. I mean, I do want to run at the end. I'll lay out my workout for today. Hopefully I get some clips. I'll put some clips in there of him working out in my workout. So, yeah, stay tuned. How many was that?
That was 8.
Damn it.
Why?
Because we're vlogging this, Marlon. I have a vlog. I'm on 27 now.
27 what?
Vlogs.
Okay.
All right, catch up. Catch up on all 27 of them. You can binge it in one night.
You need to make 28?
What?
Fine, I'll make 27.
You mind getting me though?
Sure. Let's see if I can actually do this.
Oh, how'd your filming go? Did you end up getting a drone?
I didn't end up getting a drone. One, 2, 3.
Fuck. Was that, I'm sorry, is that a third set or a second set? Third? That was your third?
Oh, actually,
You started, right?
I think so, but it was a warm-up now?
Okay.
I'm just gonna put it back in.
Alright, got 1, 2, 3. Don't worry. 4. Oh, you got this. 5.
so sad. I used to be able to do 45s.
Well, yeah, used to. Everyone kind of went down during the quarantine. And you came back from vacation in Cali.
I haven't lifted for a month.
What? Oh, finally, he made it. Stanley, we're good. Sorry, recording from a vlog. You gonna put that thing up in it? Remember Stanley prioritized form?
Stay with the chest.
Okay, okay. Come on, you don't got a few left? If that. Yo, you did it. Stanley's not playing any games. Shit, Stanley, the process. Got it, you got it.
One more.
One more, you're actually really good at this. How many was that? 4, 5?
That was 4, I think.
You got it.
Horizontal's this way, no?
Fuck you. This way. Yeah, that. Level.
This way. No, the other way, more. People who you like bring gimbals into the gym.
What?
Like people bring gimbals into